Welcome to the Tailslate. I'm Ben Stacey, and this is Tim Evans. And
on this episode, the great idol debate. Great challenges, and everyone's a threat except the one voted out.
Awesome. So, Survivor episode 12 of Millennials versus Gen X. And we start with them. They had just got rid of one of the power players.
Zeke.
Yes.
So come back to camp, and it's all, Will, great. Oh, man, Will, that was a great move. You're the king now, you know.
It was a good move. You had to get rid of these guys. Everybody that gets, the power, they got to go.
And Will said, I felt like I came in a boy, and I'm leaving a man now.
Yeah. Now, what I thought was interesting, when they got back, Brett, turns to him and goes, listen, dude, what are you doing? Just get to 3. That's all you got to do. Don't mess it up. Just get to 3. And yeah, that's true. But only if you, everybody always talks about, you're messing it up. Well, it's because you're messing up their game.
Yes.
Not the game that person's playing. So.
And especially with this season. I mean, everyone's a threat at least once an episode now. So
yeah.
We never know who's in charge anymore.
And then we had Brett and Sunday talk to Adam.
Yeah.
And they sort of seem to bring him in a little bit. And it's always good, I think, in Survivor when you're not being talked about as being the one that they want to get rid of. So Adam's in a good spot. Nobody's mentioned him in this one to get rid of him. They all want to use him.
Yes, Adam and Sunday, I think nobody ever talked about getting rid of.
That's true, up until later.
But I like it when they get into the challenges right away, too.
Yeah, because we had 2.
Shot a little and then, bam,
exactly.
right into it. And then I'm thinking, okay, no reward challenge this time, so this must be...
It's double elimination this episode. So what do you think the best strategy is in this first immunity challenge? Take a few discs or a lot? Like, if it was you, what would you do?
Well, definitely it was 5 and 5. So it seemed like you could take...
Like 6 and 4 or whatever.
I was thinking 4.
Yeah.
But they get to try it out first. So I'm sure they tested it out before they actually did it and said 5 is too many or 6 is too many, so I'm just going to do it in 3 trips.
But we had them do it, and was it 3 or 2? Both Jay and David got it.
Did they do 5 and 5?
I can't remember. I think it was like 6 and 4. Anyway, doesn't matter. But then they had to then put them on those bars, go through that maze,
Stepping
which
over
looked
ropes.
quite difficult. Yeah. Poor Will didn't even have a shot at that. He was way behind.
They sure they didn't mix up Will and David?
Yeah.
Because
David was doing really well.
I know.
But Jay ultimately wins. It had to do with the way he was throwing those.
Oh, he was
tricky.
throwing them overhand.
Yeah.
And
where
the
David
spin,
was trying to roll them, and that wasn't working.
Oh, and that I thought as soon as I saw him doing that, I went, "Wow, look at how straight those things are going. That's a good technique."
Exactly. It worked well, and he won.
He got about 4 in a row there at the end.
Yeah.
It was just...
So he's in an amazing spot. He has both the immunity necklace and a hidden immunity idol. Well, not so hidden immunity idol. I think everybody knew he had it. So he's totally safe. Now,
David's gone.
David
for sure.
is the target again.
This time for sure. Everyone's agreeing now.
I do. What's great about a player like David is he is smart enough to realize it. He's back at camp and he's looking around. There's a lot of conversations going on. And he goes, if I was them, I'd get rid of me. I like it when players are that self-aware. They can go, I'm a big threat. They're going to want to get rid of me.
But then they're going to get rid of you next. So you can use me, and then he just turns it around a little bit.
And that's where Adam was smart enough to target Will, because Will was acting like, hey, I'm the guy everybody needs.
Yep.
And no.
See, he did one thing, he gets cocky, and what have we said so many times? As soon as you get cocky and confident, look out.
And even Hannah mentioned that, Will's sort of saying, hey, you guys should be thankful for me because I voted with you and we got rid of Zeke because of me. And Hannah's like, you're not owed anything. This was an individual game.
But Hannah was saying, we owe Will because he saved us, and
that's true,
I also owe David, and I also owe Adam because he played the. She owes everybody.
Yeah. So we get to the tribal, and it is Will that is gone. Was there anything in that tribal that you found super interesting? I thought that one went pretty
just when it starts the pouring rain. I love it when it does that.
Oh, and that's where Taylor is like, this is the driest they're going to be all night.
So, I mean, I wasn't surprised that David survived again.
Yeah.
But I kept thinking, hey, Jeff, did you watch my show, our podcast last week? Because that's exactly what I was saying. Go, David's a target every week, and somehow he's still there every week.
Yeah. So now we get our second immunity challenge. And I thought this was a super cool challenge that divided attention. Yeah.
That was
to
a
do
great
the puzzle
challenge.
while keeping track of that ball. It's amazing how almost everybody at first blank. Oh, okay.
Now they didn't say or didn't show one time of how long it took the ball to come down, but I'm guessing it was maybe 15 seconds.
Yeah.
So I mean, you got to concentrate for 10, 12 seconds, and then
get back.
You're gone, and so you concentrate and you're thinking, and then it's 15 seconds. Oh,
yeah.
We're all letting it go.
Yeah, exactly. And it was basically came down to Ken and Jay, and Jay was actually quite a bit ahead. Ken actually thought he won. Yeah. Ken had spelled Millennials wrong. And nope, you didn't win. But Jay was playing super hard, and that's where
Adam
came in and says, okay, Ken, I'll tell you when. That was smart, because had Jay won, they wouldn't have been able to even attempt to get rid of him.
Yep.
It would have totally changed the dynamic. Adam probably would have been the guy to go.
Yeah, they all would have voted for David, but somehow he would have.
It would have been Adam. But so he helped, and Ken wins. So now, who do they target? They want Jay to play his idol. They'd love to get rid of Jay, but there's a good chance he'll play his idol. And then who's the other player that they would naturally target? David.
Mm-hmm.
He manages to avoid being targeted again.
I know, it was crazy because everyone, I think, was a target there. Because it's going to be David. No, this time it's Jay because he didn't win. No, it's going to be Sunday. No, it's going to be Brett.
But Sunday was an interesting choice. And this is where Hannah was the one who brought up Sunday, wasn't she?
I think originally.
And it makes sense. Sunday is the GOAT. She's the one that anybody would be happy having with them at the end.
That's why I'd keep her to the end.
Well, yeah, but if she's allied with some other people, or in Hannah's case, she's like, she could be taking my spot.
Yeah, I want to be the GOAT.
Not that Hannah would be the GOAT. I think Hannah's a lot smarter and has played way better. But it makes sense. So this is where it was start to get really hard. I mean, you had so many strong people with different objectives. Like everybody was, like when they're trying to decide who to get rid of, each person almost had a different one they'd rather get rid of because it helped their own game.
Yes, it was interesting. Everybody was scrambling, and the targets kept changing.
And it's not like even 4 or 5 seasons ago where you had clear alliances, which generally stuck with each other with occasionally one person flipping. This is everybody for themselves, and it's just constantly moving and changing. It's
I made a notation when I was watching it too that said, if Jay doesn't play his idol, I'm okay with it. Because normally I say play the idol if you have any doubts whatsoever, because you don't want to go home with it. But this time I thought, okay, if he doesn't play it, I'm okay with it. Cause
it's interesting that Adam told him he should. Now, was that strategy on Adam's point, or was he saying, listen, you're probably the other vote?
No, he wanted to get rid of that idol.
Yeah, so that was very wise. But yeah, you know what? If I was Jay, I think I would have played it. You're better off playing it and wasting it than going home with it in your pocket, unless you really want that souvenir.
But that's the great idol debate.
Yeah,
I mean, this is 3 idols now, and all 3 of them have been wasted.
Yeah,
as it turns out.
I think it's the first. Is that the first time somebody's played it on themselves? Because I think both the Davids were played for somebody else.
Yes.
And Adam? Yeah, and Adam played his for somebody else.
For Hannah.
That's right. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
But then, you're thinking they want to get rid of me, so if I don't have the idol, they're going to get me out next time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Now, one thing I do like about this season, everybody seems to respect each other's game. For the most part, they're all playing hard. They all, like, even Jay and Adam had that conversation where, like, I hate him, but I respect him too. Like, I want him out, but I like the guy, and that's kind of cool.
Not everybody is going to say, "Oh, let's vote out this person, and I'm going to get credit for everything." Because I mean, you can't have that.
It's not going to happen.
So it's not like we have a lot of really wimpy people this year that do absolutely nothing. I mean, even the people that haven't done much, they're still involved in the game. So
yeah,
I mean,
no, it's been a great game. And of course, in this case, Sunday did get voted out. Jay had, was it 1 or 2 votes? can't remember how many votes Jay had.
Just one.
Just the one?
Yep.
And he played the adult, and that's fine. But Sunday is out, and I don't know what that says for Brett's game. Is he going to be around much longer, or is he an easy one to get rid of next?
He's one of those people, too, that, I mean, he's played, but he's not the top person. Sunday's the same. Hannah's the same. I mean, they've been playing, but you can't say Brett's masterminded anything.
So who's winning still? 1 minute left.
I've got, I'm still sticking with Ken.
Oh, really?
So,
okay.
I've been picking him for so long, and 4 out of the 6
I think
people left, I still picked from episode 1. So
if David makes it to the end, David wins. If Adam makes it to the end, Adam wins. I don't think they'll both get to the end. One of them's going. So
we'll find out.
Cool. Yep. Next week, the finale. So it's going to be a good one. 7 people left, whittled down to 3, and then 1. It's going to be great.